and welcome to the channel, or welcome back. My name's Becs. I'm a third year mature medical student studying at the University of Bristol. So I've been on placement coming up to probably about 7 or 8 months now, and I'm just about to finish my placement in Bath Hospital. I have 5 weeks left, and every day I need quite a lot of things with me to examine patients, things that I need to study when we have gaps during the day, and obviously things like food and water. If you're new to the channel, then very warm welcome. Please remember to subscribe and like the video, and let's get straight in. Okay, so this is my backpack. It's actually one that I saw a lot of CrossFit athletes use a few years ago when I was training at Rig CrossFit in Solihull, and I absolutely love it. I got it off Amazon for about £30, I think, and I don't use it as a gym bag anymore. I just use it for placement, and it has 1, 2, 3 massive compartments. I'll put the link for this backpack down below. I do get remarks from a lot of people actually on the ward saying, why do you have such a big backpack? What do you put in it? But you'll see in a second how much stuff I actually take with me that I need on the wards, because I'm pretty much traveling an hour there, an hour back. So I need my food. Anyway, I'll go through everything in a second. But yeah, this is my backpack. It's really compact. It has space for my laptop and everything that I need. So really good, sturdy backpack. So I always have my ID with me and my name badge. So it says Rebecca medical student on here, and then my ID and my pass so I can get onto the different wards. It says Bristol Medical Student on here. The next thing that I have, which we need to examine patients, is my stethoscope. And I actually bought this stethoscope even before starting medical school. I bought it when I was doing maybe even my GCSEs, and it was something that I obviously wouldn't wear, but I would have in the house, and I would always look at and think, one day I'll be able to use it on people, you know. So it's not a Littmann, it's an MDF stethoscope, rose gold. So normally when we're on the wards clerking patients in our uniform, we always have our stethoscope, obviously our name badge. It does make us look quite professional, but I think because of the uniform that we have in Bath, which makes us look like paramedics or gardeners, I don't think many people really understand that we're medical students. They think that we're, I don't know, maybe on work experience or something, but usually it makes you look quite smart and like you know what you're doing, even if you don't. The next thing that I always have with me is my phone, and not because I want to spend my whole day on WhatsApp, but because I have the QuesMed app on here. So if I, for example, like the other week, go to theatre and I get there really early, rather than taking my laptop to theatre, I can just sit down and do some questions on my phone. And then I do have a personal training business on the side, and my clients know that they can WhatsApp me with questions at any time. So I do spend a little bit of time during the day just making sure that my clients are okay and being there if they need anything as well. But this always goes in my bag or somewhere next to me, but turned upside down, so I don't look at it constantly when I'm studying if we have breaks at medical school. The next book that I always have with me, always, is the 0 to Finals, and I know that all of this information is available on the website, but I actually write notes in this book, and I spend a lot of time kind of highlighting different areas. And for me, because I'm a visual learner, I think I just enjoy reading content in books rather than on websites, so I always have this book with me. Next thing that I take is my iPad. So the reason that I take my iPad with me to placement is because I have past papers on here, and I also have the curriculum, so a list of conditions that we need to know about. So if I go onto a ward and I'm about to clerk a patient and I don't really recognise the condition, I will always have a look in here to make sure that it's on our list of things to know and learn about. So it allows me to kind of selectively choose which patients to clerk. So I'm not learning about conditions that at this stage I don't need to know about. So, and with that, I take the Apple Pencil as well. Have my laptop as well, so I use this pretty much every single day on placement for CVL and just, again, studying in the library, watching videos about medicine, of course. I used to have a really old Acer laptop in my first year of medical school, and then when everything went online in second year, I was able to get this Mac. It's been a game changer because my old laptop was taking about 20 minutes to load and it would just freeze. We used to have a lot of Blackboard Collaborate online teaching sessions where you'd have to participate, and my old laptop, it would freeze, or the people that I was trying to talk to couldn't hear me, and I thought, this is no good. I need a proper laptop to be able to study medicine. So I invested in this one last year, and it's been such a good investment. I also take this black folder with me, and I use this to do my clerkings. I think it looks quite professional rather than just having a sheet of paper. And I use these forms that I get from the hospital to take histories from patients. So again, this is just quite a cheap little clipboard folder from Amazon, but I think it just makes you look a bit more professional. So when studying in the library or anywhere, I always like to have some quiet music on, so I always take my Airpods with me as well. These are brilliant. I mean, I use these all of the time, whether it's at the gym or when I go to a coffee shop. Hand cream is essential when you're on the wards, because we're always washing our hands, we're always using the alcohol gel, and my hands get so dry, I think from the nursing assistant shifts as well. So at the moment I'm using Hand Food Soap and Glory. It smells delicious. I might put some on now actually. Lots of pens and highlighters, so if I'm doing some studying I can just use the highlighters in my Zero to Finals book. I have another little notebook which I take onto the wards. If we have bedside teaching, for example, or if we just have some time to study in between lectures, then like the other day I was trying to get my head around the Weber's and Rinne's test, and it took me probably about 2 hours of scribbling notes and watching videos and doing past paper questions to figure out how to interpret these tests. I like to have a notebook with me so I can just jot down anything that I want to remember, and then normally later on during the day I'll come back and write some Anki flashcards on the notes that I've made in this book during the day. So I take this laptop case with me, and I normally put my iPad in the front and then my laptop in the main compartment. This just keeps it nice and safe, nice and secure, so it doesn't smash on the way to the hospital or at the hospital. Getting a bit older, I need to wear my glasses. So I have astigmatism, and my vision, unfortunately, over the last 5 years has deteriorated quite a lot, to the point now that where I can't actually study without having my glasses on. So I have my glasses, which are from Specsavers, and then this case, which is from Sass & Bell. You've probably seen these on my channel before. Now I don't take the entire box with me because it would just be too many, but during the day usually, if we have some downtime at the hospital and I just get really bored of looking at a screen and doing QuesMed or Geeky Quiz, I like to mix things up and do these Zero to Finals flashcards. So they're really, really well designed. They have 3 or 4 different questions on the front and then the answers on the back. These were £50, and I bought these about 6 months ago, but they give you everything that you need for passing exams in 3rd year, I think. I'm hoping anyway. So I use these quite a lot to study. I'd highly recommend them. If you think about the book that I showed you before, so the Zero to Finals book and the Zero to Finals flashcards, if you come across a flashcard and you think, actually I don't really know that much on this topic, you can just go back to it in this book. Always take my own food with me, especially at the moment, because I'm trying to save some money because I'm going to Sweden this summer for my best friend's wedding. So I always take, I mean, it's random. It can be like a salad with some tuna or some chicken, just protein, fats and carbs really. So this Tupperware is meant to represent my lunch. Some snacks with me as well, so whether that be a grenade bar or some nuts, some Baby Bell cheese, just something to snack on if I go to the library. Sometimes I'll go and buy some mini eggs or some chocolate, but usually I try to keep my snacks nice and healthy. I'll often take a protein shake with me as well. So the protein that I'm using at the moment is the gold standard whey protein, and it's delicious strawberry flavour, and it is delicious. Honestly, this is probably the best flavour that I've tasted from this brand. I've had the vanilla flavour in the past, but yeah, this is really, really delicious. So I have this bottle as well, which holds 1 litre of fluid, so I normally fill this up with cold water. I also take with me some sweeteners. So in Bath we have access to free tea and coffee, but they don't have sweeteners, and I don't want to have sugar every time I have a cup of tea, so yeah, I normally take my sweeteners with me as well. So I have a whole separate bag for my gym stuff. I don't put it in my clinical bag, so that will include my pre-workout drink, my BCAAs, my change of clothes, my trainers, but I take a completely separate bag for that, otherwise this bag would just be overloaded. So I can do another video on that maybe to show you what I take to the gym. So I hope you enjoyed this short video. If you did, be sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video, and I'll see you soon.